member for Calgary Fish Creek.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to start out just adding to some comments by my colleague by thanking not only all the members of this House, but you, Mr. Speaker, and all of the LEO staff for accommodating us in-house, but also in committee level as well. That's been very deeply felt by us. Thank you. Born in Calgary, Manmeet grew up in an environment where the value of social and cultural fluency in both a local and international context were instilled with him at an early age. Former Premier Prentice recently mentioned meeting Manmeet when he was just 10 years old, following closely behind his father as he worked tirelessly to build a Gurdwara in Calgary. His parents' example of hard work and community leadership with Manmeet stayed with Manmeet through his life, leading to his negotiation of a Memorandum of Understanding and further bridge building between the Government of Alberta and the state of Punjab in India. To the Minister of Economic Development, in what ways was this agreement to facilitate trade, enhanced relationships, and socio-economic partnerships important to both post-secondary education and agriculture between the two jurisdictions?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I'll thank the honourable member for the question and recognizing that today's been quite an incredible day, learning all the different ways that the honourable member from Calgary Greenway, all of the successes that he's had and the ways and all of the ways he touched Albertans' lives and those of the international community as well. And so I know, Mr. Speaker, that Alberta and India both share a cooperative and mutually beneficial trading relationship, and they are an important international partner for us. This agreement the honourable member speaks of was announced in January of 2014, and it focuses on the aspects of agriculture, animal genetics, to help increase trade in the areas of dairy production and swine genetics. It also established an agricultural working group to encourage communication between our jurisdictions, Mr. Speaker. Our government is focused on looking at ways to increase market access and trade, and this trade agreement was made with a very similar focus, and I thank the member.
Supplemental.
Thank you, and again to the Minister. Given that relationships with a wide variety of people from Alberta, Canada, and beyond were critical to Manmeet's success at home and abroad, on topics as diverse as improving government services, domestic violence, and local entrepreneurship, what are the most important improvements this government plans to ensure that its local network of local and global relationships is grown and sustained in the broadest context?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'll thank the member for the question. Currently, Mr. Speaker, Alberta has 11 international offices, with one that is located in New Delhi. I'm working with my department to look at all of our foreign offices with an eye to efficiency, effectiveness, and productivity. And so we are very supportive of diversifying Alberta's economy and expanding new and existing markets, which includes a strategic and cost-effective international presence. These offices are key to sustaining these global relationships, and again, I know that the member from Calgary Greenway was a very strong advocate and had a very strong hand in getting this office set up, which I look forward to adding to in my next response. Thank you.
Second supplemental.
Thank you again to the Minister with our deepest appreciation. Given Manmeet's long-standing passion for community building based on mutual respect and understanding, and given that his success in this area was an integral part of the successful signing of the aforementioned MOU with the state of Punjab, and given the importance of post-secondary education and agriculture to both Alberta and the Punjab, in what ways have residents of the two provinces benefited from the improved trade and partnerships, and how do you see those being strengthened in the future by this government?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I'll thank the member again for the question. Our strengthened ties in MOU with the state of Punjab that Manmeet worked so hard to see signed have had many benefits from the people of Alberta and Punjab. And again, I don't want to understate the role that the member from Calgary Greenway played in building the relationship between the state of Punjab and the government of Alberta. And for that, we thank him. Punjab's benefited from an increased export market for agriculture. Approximately 72% of India's population live in rural areas, with 65% employed in agriculture. The Indian agri-food industry is estimated to be worth about $180 billion and is expected to grow to $310 billion by 2020. And agriculture currently accounts for 17.4% of India's GDP. And so, Mr. Speaker, these ties will be strengthened as we continue to utilize our international offices to diversify Alberta's economy through expanding and existing markets. Thank you.